Hello Arlington sports lovers, and welcome to another edition of your ACMi Sports Update. Although the weather has still been chilly, don't be fooled. The flowers are blooming and it's officially spring, which is a great time to wash the winter salt off your cars. Come on down to AHS on Saturday, May 11th, between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. for the boys lacrosse car wash. The team will be charging $10 per car, and all of the money raised will go into the team to help grow the lacrosse program. Speaking of lacrosse, the boys hosted Wilmington this weekend for a very close matchup. Both teams fought hard to maintain a lead in the game, which ultimately ended with Wilmington taking a late lead and going home with the win.
Under 4 minutes left, Arlington with a 1-goal lead. We're here at Mary Pierce Field in Arlington. Here's a face-off, and can Galen come up with it? No! Nope. Another face-off for Christian Robage. And Christian Robage has been outstanding today.
Ooh, no one's
Robage.
home. No one's home.
Nobody's home. And it's going to be Robage on the assist.
That's too bad. That was a defensive breakdown right there.
Celtics fans may be upset to see the team knocked out of the playoffs, but there is still a silver lining. The series served as a homecoming for Arlington native and Milwaukee Bucks shooting guard Patrick Connaughton. Connaughton has been having a great playoff run, averaging 8.4 points and 7.9 rebounds through the first 2 rounds, including a 14-point game off the bench in a pivotal Game 3 win at the Garden, with his parents watching from the stands. Pat grew up playing basketball on the courts of Fidelity House. ACMi was lucky to have Pat in the studio for an interview before being drafted.
Talk a little bit about how playing basketball in Arlington might have shaped the way you play today. You seem to play with an edge to you.
Yeah, I think for me, growing up playing at Fidelity House, it was something that you're in a small gym, but there's so much gym time that you can take advantage of. And so working hard was something that they instilled in me at a very young age. And then, as I grew up and we played against the Roxburys, the Lawrences of the world, where they were renowned for their basketball, you were always the underdog. You were the team that wanted to come in and do something that no past Arlington and or Fidelity House teams had been able to do. So that instilled the underdog role, that instilled the defy odds role that has really played a major part in my life, not just at the younger kids level, not just at the high school level, not just at the college level now, trying to do it at the professional level.
Coming up in next week's matchups, on Monday, May 13th, you can find the girls tennis take on Reading Memorial at 4 p.m. and girls lacrosse up against Burlington at 4:15 p.m. On Tuesday, back at the courts, girls tennis matches up against Newton South and boys tennis takes on Wilmington. On the field, you can find boys lacrosse taking on Lexington. Wednesday at 4 p.m., boys baseball, girls softball, and boys tennis all take on Woburn, and boys volleyball take on Cambridge Ringe in Latin. And on Friday, girls tennis matches up against Lexington at 4 p.m., girls lacrosse against Winchester at 4:15 p.m., followed by a boys volleyball versus Winchester at 5:15. From ACMi Sports, I'm Nick Antonakas from Studio B. Back to you at Studio A.